my freaking YouTube channel. If you do not know, my name is Kei'onna Curry, the one and only Kei'onna Curry. And in this video today, I am going to influence, because I have done my research and I genuinely feel like a lot of content creators or influencers or whatever you want to call us, they don't influence anymore. They just more so put out, you know, the stuff that people watch a lot now. But me, I am going to influence and educate the young. Let me see my earrings in my ear. The youngs, okay? And when I say that, it's because I feel like a lot of people grow up without knowing what to do. And I'm gonna give you an example. Me, my mom passed away. I did not know a lot. I did not know how to get an ID, how to get my social, how to get a job, how to get an apartment, about cars, credit cards, bank statements, important things. I didn't know a lot about this information until I got older. And that's a problem, because I feel like if they would have taught that in school too, as much as they were about what uniform we're wearing, how our hair is looking, how we come into school, I feel like they more so cared about an image more than educating us, as I should say. Yeah, I got this side too, educating us or whatever. Like, we don't know about taxes in school. We don't know about credit. We don't know about a lot of things. So that's crazy. You won't really find that information until you're like on your own and alone, honestly, as I should say. But I am here today. It's kind of hot in this house. I am here today to, influence, engage with my viewers, and hopefully I start to gravitate towards a different audience on my YouTube channel, because I'm just gonna change a couple things. That's it, that's all. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this video. Okay, so how to get an apartment. Now, granted, everyone on social media in Chicago, because my Facebook fan base is mostly with Chicagoans, my people, and it is so hard for a lot of people to find an apartment out here. So I'm gonna educate you and tell you the things that you need to do. But you can't just go get you a realtor, but then again, that costs money. So it's best if you do it on your own. So, number one, once you create that mindset of having your own, lock in. Locking in, that's the thing. A lot of people don't know what locking in is, what grinding is, what really working hard is, until you want something extremely bad. So you're locking in, you're working extra jobs, extra shifts, cut off certain habits, pray or start praying, and focus on the end goal. And I say that because my auntie, my T10, when I had got my first apartment, she taught me about, like, Kei'onna, you're going to have some things you might have to cut out. You're going to probably miss a birthday. You're going to probably miss a party. You're going to probably miss going out of town. You're probably going to miss a lot of things. But you're missing those things for the important things in life. You see what I'm saying? Like getting your own home or, stuff like that. So I already knew my T10 meant, because she already built me to this point where I feel like I got to make it. I feel like I got to go hard. So it's like, once you get that rush, it's no stopping you. And that's why I say focus on that end goal. Because once you focus on that end goal, you like 100% only focus on that. You're not focusing about your next hairstyle or the next, when you're going to get your nails done. And that's another thing. Like, when you grinding, and I said cut out certain habits, you're going to miss them hair appointments. You're going to miss getting your nails done. You're going to miss going to certain parties. You're going to miss certain events. Oh, well, but it's all worth it, because at the end of the day, you have a home. And some of those people that are doing those things don't have a home. So that's why I say your grind is a little bit different than others too. I always say that. Second thing, saving. Save 2 to 3 months worth of rent, including your deposit and application fee. Deposits can range from $500 to $1,200 sometimes, and $25 plus for application fee. The numbers for the deposit changes upon credit. So when I say that, to save 2 to 3 months worth of rent, because something can end up, like I always tell myself, like, something can always happen. So it's best that you do what you need to do in advance. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay your rent in advance, pay your bills in advance, like, do everything in advance, because when you do it in advance, it's just better that way. You don't ever want to be at a point where you're late or behind. You're not really late or behind, but you just feel like you're behind within yourself. So just make sure you got it in advance. When it comes to your deposit application, first of all, let me rearrange that. First, you do the application. It always is $25, but it can go to $100 depending upon the area you're in, the floor plan, what you're looking at. It could change. And it also goes off by how many occupants is going to be in that house too. So if it's just you only need to do one application. That's all, period. And you'll also be the head of the household. Like, everything runs by you. 100. Everything runs by you. And this is your name. That's your stuff. So if something happened in your home, you got company, or something happens, it all fall back on you. You're going to be the one held accountable. You're the one that's going to have to pay the damages and all stuff. Then again, some apartments give renters insurance. So that's a good thing too. But sometimes you got to come out of pocket for those things. And something is messing up. Hopefully you understand. And I said the numbers of the deposit changes upon credit. Now I'm going to dig into credit, which is number 3. Credit. You need to always stay on top of your credit. Pay on time or early. Sometimes things can happen and it lower your chances of getting a home off your credit. So take it seriously. So like I said in the beginning, in school they don't teach us about credit. They don't teach us about a lot of things. So if you don't know how to start your credit or whatever, I'll make another YouTube video about starting your credit, how to get it up there, keep the score and all that stuff. So I'll do a video about that. But y'all, my best bet to sum it up and gist it up for you, start building your credit, pay it on time, don't be late. Try not to be late unless it's like a real legitimate reason why you behind on that. Because like I said in this, things can happen and things can change, so it's understandable. But please work on your credit, because your credit is everything. That's how you can get a house, a car, medical bills and all that stuff. That's how you can lower your chances for a lot of things. Okay? So income. Make at least 3 times of income of the home you're trying to apply to. Once you've done your apartment search, you'll need your ID, social security card, birth certificate, bank statements, job offer letters, and more to show proof of income. To prove you can pay rent or whatever, but that's the same thing. So in Chicago, and I'm pretty sure in different other states and areas, they require us to have 3 times worth of income. And you have to provide that income with your bank statements, your pay stubs, and offer letter from your job. If you do not have those 3, you would not be able to get an apartment, because it is so important. And then making fake bank statements don't work either, so don't even try. Because in Chicago, baby, they don't play them games. They run your name through that system. That's just like getting a job too. You still need for a job you need your ID and social security card. I'm gonna make a video about that too, like how to get a job and how to budget yourself and all that stuff. Yeah, you just need to make 3 times the income. So that goes back to number 1. With locking in with yourself, making sure you're making that income. So that's 4. You're on 5. Apartment search. Find an area you are sure you want to live in. Do not just settle for any home because that's what's available. Take your time, be cautious about the apartment prices, and do not be cheaper than your home. And I say this because when I got my first apartment, when I prior knowledge experience, when I got my first apartment, it was cheap. I'm not even gonna cap. It was like $850 or whatever. But it was 3 of us in that home, so you divided or whatever by 3 people. So you was only paying like maybe 4 some, 3 some, whatever. That's nothing. But over time, when you pay for an apartment that's like $850, 2-bedroom, and that's in an area where it's near the hood, you're bound to have rodents. You're bound to experience breakdowns and things. You're bound to just, but it's your first apartment. So I'm not judging nobody or whatever. But like I said in the end, do not be cheap within your home. So that's why it goes back to number 1 with lock, because once you lock in with yourself, you're going to be cool. So, yeah, when you get a cheap apartment, you basically going to be paying for cheap quality, as I should say. That's so simple. Cheap apartment, cheap quality. Be sure and be mindful of that. But if you pay a good amount, like I think like over 1,000 or 1,100, you okay. Like you're not gonna have any rodents. You're gonna be fine. And it's all about the area you go to. So please take that serious. Move into a good area. And also in Chicago, like I stayed near a part where I'm good. Like I don't have rodents or anything. Like my home is pretty much, it's great. It's fucking fantastic. I don't have to deal with certain things. But I'm letting y'all know right now in advance to like just don't live a luxury. Like don't go beyond your needs. But seriously, I would say do what's best for you, but then again, that could still lead to somebody choosing cheap over what they value. But that's up to you. That ain't for me to determine. It's really up to you. But anyways, number 6. Viewing your home. When taking a look at your apartment during viewing or before signing a lease during walkthrough, check drawers, closets, fridge, toilets, check everything as if an inspection coming up. And I say that because, okay, like I said, that goes back to 5, when your quality, you want cheap, you get cheap. So it is important that you check for like little holes in your floors or in your walls or anything. It's gonna let you know if they have rodents, if they have little things coming around in the area you are. So you're just doing it as if it's an inspection, as I should say. Just do it as if it's an inspection. So you're just walking through, looking through things, making sure like it's clean, it's safe, it smells good, good to go. But if it got anything as if like dead roaches, mice traps, roach spray, anything like that, stay away. Period. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Stay away. Signing your lease. This is number 7. Read through your lease. Take your time. Do not rush it because you're excited to move in. You might sign off on something you aren't aware of until later on. And I say that with my whole heart. Because every time I got an apartment, I will only sign the things they would tell me to sign that they feel like was important. It took me to go through something to make me sit down to read my lease. Like, hold on. Let me read the things they didn't highlight for me to understand, okay, what they're saying. And I got to learn my building more. I got to learn myself, my environment more by going over my lease again. So read your lease, take your time, don't rush. Because like I said, you might read over something and something happens in your home and you just like, oh my God, and I gotta pay this back. Oh my God, this is happening. Oh my God. Like, no, just read your lease. Take your time reading your lease. Number 8, the last one. Limiting, make rules and budget. And I say limiting and making rules and budget for so many things, because when I first got my apartment, I did not set any rules. Like I would just have a company inviting people over, not thinking none of it. But now I have set a lot of rules within my home. Like last night, I made a rule list of what I will allow in my home, what I would not allow in my home, what I feel safe within myself. Because at the end of the day, this is my house. I am the head of the household. I pay every last single bill by myself. So what I say go. If you don't like it, you can evacuate the premises. This goes for family. This goes for friends. This goes for my business friends. This goes for anyone. Because my house is my safe place. And I am not gonna accommodate trying to bring things down to make somebody else feel good in my home. When it's mine, they can just go. And I feel like that because I had 3 apartments now. Let's be for real. I had 3 apartments, and we would have company. Like at our first, like in me and my sister's first apartment, we would have company come over, and we had this really big rule: take your shoes off at the door. Nobody would listen. People would constantly come to our crib. Just treat it as nothing. Just treating your home as if it's a fucking hotel, and it's not. So I'm not doing that. And then on top of that, like I love where I stay, so I'm not trying to, have to evacuate my home because of something else. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all will understand and learn those things when you're on your own. I swear to God, like people like, oh, when I get my crib, come over here. All right, but You were so excited about it, you're not even thinking about the what ifs or whatever. So just take your time, you know, especially with making rules. Just take your time. And when I say limiting, that's still the same thing with making rules. Just limit to yourself, limit to your guests, limit how you want things to go. Just limit it, period. Don't make it till it's unlimited. They can do what the fuck they want. No, you limit it for yourself. At the end of the day, you gotta start thinking for you. You gotta live for you. You gotta worry about you. Like me, my mom is dead. I always say this. So for me, I have to limit myself and limit my access, period, within myself, within my home, within my life, within my money. I have to limit. I have to budget. I cannot be that girl that's living lavish, even though I'm going to get there someday. But I just can't be that while I'm still trying to build certain things. Like, no, I cannot. No, that's another thing. Like budgeting, you cannot make somebody else's story be your story. Like, I got family members now. I got people that's close to me now that are experiencing things. And sometimes I feel like if I just go to work more harder, if I just try more harder, I could make it easier for them. But when it's me that need that push, where is everybody really genuinely at? When you want that same support, when you need that same back end, when you need that same thing, they're not there. So that's so important. In your home, you make it your safe place. You make it your peace. When you walk through your door of your home, you should feel so blessed. You should feel at ease. You should feel at peace. You should have to explain yourself. It's yours. So yeah, that's about it. I only had 8 things I wrote down, and I feel like I really covered a lot of things for the girls. I genuinely feel like I did. But yeah, this is the video about how to get your apartment. It could be your first apartment, second apartment, third apartment, in any state, any city, because all the same rules apply, literally. But y'all, I really do. If you are someone watching this video and you have been looking for help or whatever, I really hope my video has encouraged you and informed you and persuaded you and guided you to get your own. Like I said, that goes back to 1. Stay focused, lock in, do what you need to do. Because at the end of the day, it's just you. It's just you. Like I said, I'm going off of experience, prior knowledge. I was only in 4th grade with a newspaper. This is what we had, no social media at the time, for real. In 4th grade, going through news, like going paper, circling apartments that I was going to get for myself once I got older. My mom came in the room and she was like, Kei'onna, I find your own apartment for, like, why is you got to, Mom, I want my own. I'm only in 4th grade saying this. So that's why I say, like, manifestation and prayer is real. Like, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm a chosen one for sure. But I just really hope this video will help y'all. I appreciate all my supporters, I just really appreciate everyone. Really hope that this video does persuade y'all to get your own and to start building these foundations and these empires within yourself. And also, do not base your life off social media just because another's here and you're there. Don't feel lesser than. Don't. Because you're going to get there. Clap for them. It's gonna be time. And when it's your time, we all going to cheer. We're going to cheer for you because we understand, number 1, you grinded to get where you at. So it's like, you're going to be okay. All right? But anyways, y'all, please like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to turn on that bell so you can be notified every single time your homegirl posts. Without further ado, I'll see y'all in the next freaking video. Bye!